The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Great win against a great opponent. Obviously, it's a SAC opponent that we've seen 3 times already. And they came out hot. But I feel like we played really good defense down the stretch. It was a very physical game. Our shooting got better as the game went on. I feel like whether it was us or not, their shooting percentages went down. One of the things that we had talked about earlier is even though we've played them the 3 games prior, we'd never played them in a day where they played the day before and we played the day before, and so how was fatigue going to play in? And we came into this tournament not trying to do what we did in the SAC tournament and rely on just a few people. We tried to play a lot more people and keep them more fresh, and I really feel like our plan kind of paid off today.
Start with the defense. They made 9 baskets in the first quarter, only 12 in the next 30. What was the difference defensively that changed after the opening quarter?
We just locked in and guarded. Without going back and watching every single possession, I just know that, they probably missed some shots that they're certainly capable of making, whether their legs were gone or not. I couldn't tell you. But, I just feel like that we got down and guarded. We had the right matchups we wanted. And the girls really wanted this today. They wanted to get to a regional championship game. It's been a special year. We've had highs and lows, but if you're going to beat Anderson, you got to guard them. And the one thing I was worried about is they had averaged 78 points against us through the 3 games we played already, and we hold them to 54. I wouldn't have thought we'd have done that, but I'm glad that we did.
How important was that early run in the second quarter? They scored the final 6 in the first quarter. You guys went on an 8-0 run to start the second quarter. Never lost the lead after that moment. How was that moment so critical, but also to be able to continue and keep that lead throughout the rest of the game?
Well, she's sitting right next to me. I think her play in the first half was critical to our success of scoring, and I don't even know how much Braelyn scored in the second quarter. Do you know? I don't know.
No.
Braelyn has not played super well through the tournament games, and the way she came out and played today is something that we needed. She goes for 31 points against a lengthy athletic team, and she felt it, in that first half. I don't know how many threes she hit in the first half, but all of them were huge, and I think she was just a huge catalyst on the offensive end for her to get going, and everybody else kind of followed suit.
Braelyn, for you, you obviously mentioned that you had struggled in some of these tournament games. SAC tournament carried over a little bit into yesterday's game. What's the mentality obviously like because of the struggles from the field to have a performance like this and kind of forget about what's happened in the past and know what you're capable of doing?
Yeah, this team definitely looks to me to get things going offensively, so I kind of knew that going into the game that if we had a good chance of winning this game, I needed to at least take good shots, get going that way.
What is it about Anderson that you score so well? 44 last year, 31 today.
Couldn't tell you. Usually the games are big when we play Anderson. Obviously they're a good opponent, and we have a good history against them, so helps out.
Most efficient day from 3, 10 of 16, highest percentage this season. Obviously a lot's from Braelyn. She had half of those, but what'd you like from the shooting from beyond the arc? It seemed like a lot of open looks.
Well, we had, 5 out of Braelyn. Campbell hit 2. I think the thing with Campbell is we gave her enough breaks and enough rest to where she had legs to be able to make those shots. And Tori made 1. She's certainly capable of it. Then we get Emily and Maddie that came off the bench and made a 3. And that's what it takes to score 74 and hold them to 54. The 10 of 16 from the 3 helps us to be able to play inside out. And even though you look at, I'm going to mention her name, you look at Lindsay, she only has 3 points, but their post player, Nellie Wilson, who's a really good post player in our league, that's one of the things where a lot of people struggle. We hold her to 1 of 8 shooting, only hold her to 2 points. Even through the foul trouble that Lindsay got in, I thought Keely and Maddie did a good job working off her. Because a lot of teams, I felt like last night that was probably one of the things that really helped them was getting the ball into to Nellie on the post and scoring to hold her to 1 to 8. And so we didn't necessarily need Lindsay scoring because we had other people scoring, but we certainly needed their defense.